This is TransAfricaRadio.
We are live in 54 countries via that DSTV audio UK. And right now, Richard Muloi, otherwise known as Ricardo Muloi, rather. And I messed that up. Oh, Pretty Ugly. Oh, hi. Yeah.
What's good? You know what's actually crazy is that everyone that I went to school with calls me Richard. When I signed up at school, my name is spelled Richard O. Right? And I think when I was on the class register, I think the teachers assumed that, this is
type
a mistake, zero, So they never ever called me Ricardo. I was called Richard throughout. I tried to fix it many times. In high school, they did the same thing. When I got my ID done, they did the same thing.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, but Ricardo.
I'll take ego, my man.
Hey, it's Joe. I'll take
It's following you around.
What's good, man?
Nah, we good. How you doing?
Yeah, man. Like since I heard about this radio station, I heard it's been around for like 15 years.
Yeah.
I heard about it like 5 years ago. I was like, I always wanted to be here. My friend Mika, when he was on, Mika. Used to be like, I really want to get you on,
Yeah.
But shout out to you guys for bringing me out here.
How are you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was the travel? Did you get lost? Let's talk about that, because everybody does. Oh, wow.
Not at all.
Look
actually.
at you.
Nah, we didn't get lost at all. The
All
GPS
right.
picked it up very easy.
Yeah, it does pick us up, but then it takes you to our neighbors.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what's happening with that.
It brought me right here, so I don't know. I must be blessed.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, you're on the re-up right now.
Shout out.
Yeah, man. So let's start at the beginning, my man.
bro.
The athletics,
Yeah.
the whole shebang. Because I have a thing. I always think that athletes have a thing for entertainment.
Yeah.
It's like their other thing. I
That's
think
so true, yeah.
it's like an artistic thing they have. Like most of the guys that I've met that are on soccer pitches, basketball things, they end up doing some artistic thing if it doesn't work out, all of that.
Sure,
Tell us about you in that beginning phase. What exactly did you do? Was it the plan, or was it something you were just good at?
Where the soccer is concerned, I've been playing soccer since I was like 5 at a club level,
Yeah.
So I got like a lot of experience. So I was like, pretty good at that. With athletics, I was like just naturally, just good at it. But when I was like 15, I developed like a knee tumor.
Oh.
Yeah, and ever since then, I've had like 5 knee operations. But I was like, I still wrote music at the time. In fact, I got my first record deal at age 15 as well.
Oh.
And at the time, I was playing for like Morocco Swallows Juniors, Pirates Juniors. I just signed to EMI at the time. I was in a group, myself, Frank Casino, Parley. You're still going to hear about him. Some other guys.
I keep on hearing about Parley.
Yeah, so we're in a group for like 5 years. And after I had like my 5 knee operations, I was like, no, I can't get back to this thing, And for me, it was just like a blessing in disguise, because it allowed me to like focus on the music. So
nice.
And I'm here now, so screw.
Okay, so when did the dancing come in between that?
Oh, that was there too. So
Okay.
while I was playing the soccer, while I was rapping, drawing, painting at the time, I danced as well. So there's like a hip hop dance, crew at school. And I think my arts and culture teacher was like, yo, you look like you can dance. Would you like to be part of the dance crew?
Oh, wow.
And then they took us to like St. Peter's. It was like a big thing at that time, and like I went there, and we were just like in a group. We got on stage and we just like freestyled.
Yeah.
We had fun. They played whatever song was playing, and I got like best male dancer. I never took it seriously.
Yeah.
My parents, even when I came home, they were like, what is this thing? Best male, since when do you dance? I was like, because I was always like a shy kid.
Yeah.
So, but through the dance, that helped me tap into like, my music side and the creative side of like the whole musical experience that you get with the Pretty Ugly brand. So and I still do it today. I'm not like a dancer, but like if you see me perform on stage, it's like very high energy. I'm just bouncing off walls and stuff. So, yeah.
All right. I wanted to find out, especially because we've mentioned all of these things that you've done in the past. Do you think that they assist you in being the Pretty Ugly now within the Mood, the remix?
Yo, yeah, definitely, man. And In the Mood is still like you barely even scraping the surface of what like Pretty Ugly is about. That was me just playing around, having fun, and like, not everyone likes it, But I knew people would. But everything that I've been through to this point was like, it built my character, bro. It sharpened my skills, so the fact that I used to dance, it helped me on stage. The fact that I was an athlete, like Like I'm not.
Thing.
Yeah, you know, I'm also like not a guy like who people think goes to gym as often as people think I go to gym. You know, but I think, you know, the metabolism and the body I've built over the years, you know, muscle memory, it's kind of helped me, you know. So I don't actually really go to the gym, which is very bad for myself, you know. But you know, I encourage it for everybody. Yeah, which I don't, you know. But you know, like when you see me perform on stage, you know, I'm seldom out of breath. You know, I'm always nervous. Like, damn, you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to perform tonight. I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little unfit, and then like, you know, and people will come back to me and be like, yo, dude, you gave such an energetic performance. It was crazy. And I'll be there in the back, be like, yeah. In my heart, I'm always like, man, I could have done better, because I know like what I can deliver like at my peak. So it's like, yeah, man. So all this stuff has helped me the whole time. Shout out to Mel in the background.
Yeah, man. Mel is having the time of his life.
Shout out.
So I just want to find out, right? Ricardo Moloi. Yeah. Born in Angola, right? Luanda.
Yeah.
Grew up in Meadowlands.
Yeah.
What do you speak?
I speak on a day-to-day.
Yeah.
I'm speaking like English, Setswana, Sesotho. You know, that's what I speak.
You speak Joburg.
I speak Joburg. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My dad is Sesotho.
Okay.
Setswana. My mom is Portuguese. But I have a whole mixture in my family. There's like we just like a color, you know. But on a day-to-day, you know, English, I speak some Afrikaans, some Zulu here and there. You know, I can get by. I can say enough to get by in Zulu, but otherwise, Gabua. Yeah, I can't really call it Setswana or Sesotho. I'm Ricardo Moloi, which is Sesotho, but
yes,
like, you know, someone who hears me won't say, "Say Sesotho." Like,
yeah,
like it's mixed with Pitori and, you know, how we speak here in Joburg.
Yeah,
you know, so it's just a mix-up.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I don't know what I speak, but
dude.
it doesn't matter, man. We're in Joburg. We live here. That's what matters most. Tell us about this, the Portuguese side of you. You know, we in African station. We play a lot of Kizomba, Passada, and all of that. Did you grow up listening to all of that kind of stuff?
And I grew up listening to everything. You know, on Summer Ralph. You know, he's like one of the biggest guys out there. You know, C4 Pedro now is doing crazy things. You know, but it wasn't just like Angolan music that I listened to, or Portuguese music. My mom put me onto like some Cuban stuff, some music from Brazil, you know, because in Angola most people listen to like Brazil. But you know who was crazy in Angola, who we were really listening to, like when I was growing up?
Yeah,
we were listening to Brenda Fassie.
Yeah, she a rock star.
It was like, like I said, like every household, taxis, we were listening to Brenda Fassie, you know. So shout out to all the greats, you know, Fela Kuti also. Those are the people that I listen to, you know. So yeah.
All right, Pretty Ugly is in the studio. In case you just tuned in, send us those messages via Twitter at TransAfrica872, Facebook TransAfricaRadio.net. Not forgetting, you can also find us via that WhatsApp line +27 7925 44329.
Do the most and hashtag the re-up across all social media platforms, as well as call in +27 11 4477176.
All right, coming up, we're going to talk about recent things that have been happening in your life, and then the future, and then the whole shebang. But stay tuned. Pretty Ugly's in the studio. Yeah, boy. Witchy 1080. I hope I said that right.
Witchy 1080.
1080. Yeah. See, the whole season has been saying this thing wrong.
Imagine.
Witchy 1080 right here on TransAfrica Radio, 872 on your GSTV or GBK. It's going to take some time for me to get used to this one, eh?
Yeah, but now you got it. I think 180, you know, 1080 rolls off the tongue better than, you know, 1080. You know?
It sounds like a name.
Sounds like a hotline number, WhatsApp number, you know.
Call it G, man.
Shout out.
We have Pretty Ugly in the studio. Ricardo Moloi. We got a message here actually from Poncho saying, I forgot it. I lost it. Can
Mr. Ricardo Moloi please say the re-up rocks in Portuguese?
The re-up rocks. Re-up tá fazer tudo bem.
All right.
Oh, wow, I like the bang. That's all I like. I heard a bang. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you began, you said that you got signed at the age of 15, right? I want to get into that, like your journey with record labels and managements and all of that. How's that been, and has that assisted you in making the deal that you've made right now?
Definitely, you know, because my past experiences weren't pleasant at all. You know, I mean, the first record deal I got, like I said, I was 15, and that ended like when I was 20. you know, and
okay.
nothing happened with that, you
For
know.
5
And
years.
they say that nothing happened because we're in high school, you know. Oh, we're allowing you guys to be, you know, kids, you know. But we wrote songs. We're in studio with Amo, Salvin. I was on like Amo's album that won like a Sama.
Yeah,
2000
that was
and
dope
something.
album.
Yeah, I don't even remember what
Life
year it
rap
was,
drama.
you know? Yeah, bro. So no, I was actually on the principal.
Principal.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
okay.
I think I was dropped like 2011.
Yeah,
or
that was
so.
much later.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, you know, like, but that, like, it was like the development phases for like us, because we learned like so much, you know. Because we were in the industry, but like we also weren't really in the industry because no one really knew us. But like we were there in like every studio. We met all the stars before they were stars, and you know, all the people that were hot then. We were like in studio with them, writing verses, you know, next to Double HP when I was like 14. You know, it's like also like it's unheard of, you know.
Yeah.
And at the time it was like, I looked up to this guy so much, and now I'm like in studio with him, you know. So eventually, like, fast forward to 2017 when we get in like the limelight, and you know, like, it's not even like a thing anymore, because I feel like, you know, the past 10 years of my life have been like in preparation for like this moment now, you know. And I'm like, yo, I'm far more prepared for it now because of the experiences that I've had with all the labels and the bad management, and you know. And now I'm like in a good structure, and I'm happy.
All right, dope.
So you spoke of we. You said we chilled with artists. We. Who's we?
Yeah, I was in a group called Crunk Era when we started it, and then it became Black.
Yeah.
That was myself, Frank Casino, a guy named Dow's, who's Frank Casino's producer and sound engineer right now. Paulie, another guy who's like on the come up. You'll hear about him soon.
Yeah.
And you know, and 2 other members who don't make music anymore.
Okay.
So we were like, there was 5 of us. Yeah. So 4 guys and a girl.
All right.
Yeah.
Dope stuff. So tell us the difference between the what they helped you sign when you were 15 and what you signed now.
Man, I mean, the situation that I signed, like, back when I was 15, we had absolutely no creative control over anything. We were told what to do, when we're going to be in studio, how, like, you know, like, and I think we're in studio, like, every 3 months on a Saturday and a Sunday, you know? Like, it doesn't even help you develop as an artist if you're not going to studio, because we were, like, before we were signed, we were in studio, we were recording in garages, in home studios when we were young, you know? And we're in studio all the time, and then we get signed, and you think that, you know, things are going to get better now. We're going to have proper facilities. No, dude. Now we're going to studio less. You know, most of us even stopped rapping in that time.
Yeah.
You know, people have come back to it, you know. And that situation, it just wasn't a fruitful one. After that, I was in a situation with another label, you know. I did a song called Hit 'Em Up with AKA and Ecstatic. That was through Sony. Yeah, man, nothing really came of that neither. Yeah. You know. Absolutely nothing came of that, and then I was assigned to an independent label owned by an Angolan guy named Brena dos Santos.
Okay.
It was called Aviator Management, and we did you know, well enough. I had a mixtape out in 2012 called The Ugly Truth.
Yes,
we put that out. We shot videos for those, you know. I got some airplay, you know, on the TV stations, but not crazy airplay. But really, like, this guy loved me, and he was like a big fan of mine, and he had some money, but not really any knowledge of the industry, no connections as well, so that didn't help like much, you know. And then fast forward, I was independent for like 3 years, and I did everything myself: management, PR, artworks, directing videos, writing concept for the videos, you know, being the artist, managing myself, being my own security. You know, it was like, it was too much, you know. And when Ambitious came into the picture, you know, they offered me a situation where, you know, I could really focus on the music, and I'm not dictated, you know. They don't dictate to me what type of music I need to be making. They just want to make good music, you know. That's my job now, just to make good music, and that's dope, you know, where I just need to focus on making the good music and not like focus on driving to Lesotho for a show myself, and like, you know. So it's dope, man. It's like it's a dope situation. All
right, that's dope. You mentioned creating stuff and being hands-on when you were well, just you know. I want to find out what you think about that right now, because we're seeing a current trend where whoever the artist is around the continent and the world, that most artists are involved in the work that they do and on whatever comes out with their name on it. right? So I want to know what your thoughts. You got signed right now,
Yeah.
but are you still gonna involve yourself in things like press releases, in things like conferences, setting it up and getting what you want out of it?
I mean, like if the label knows, I'm one of the artists, who will complain and be like, yo, I don't like this, I don't like that. This artwork, I don't think is a cool one. We could have taken a better picture, So it's like in any relationship, you guys need to communicate. They don't know what I want specifically. They have an idea of what an artist needs, and they'll give me all of that. But like specific needs is like not 12 artists, but there's like a lot of artists. So if you're in a household and you're gonna mope all the time and not be happy and speak up for yourself, then you'll be miserable, in whatever situation you're in, just period. But the label has made the situation so peaceful, so like has been they're very helpful. You know what I mean? Damn, bro, like I'm almost overwhelmed and like just speaking about it, because like being in the situations that I've been in before and being in a situation like this way, you actually I mean, it's been about a little bit over a month, and I've been welcomed like a brother. The other artists, have been like, so welcoming as well. The song that I did with Saudi, I never even met Saudi at the time, and people hear the song today and they think, yo, the synergy of you guys, I wonder how the studio session is. So already the vibes were there even before I joined the label, because outside, when I was an independent, I was meeting a lot of the guys at the shows anyway, shaking hands, yo, what's good, MT, yo, what's good, Saudi, so we're always good. So this type of situation now, I think is like, it's very, very like important. Like I'm very hands-on, because I've been building the brand for like 10 years, so obviously I need to. There's already a certain way in which things have been done, So obviously the label is there to take the same things that we've been doing, enhance them, and provide them on a bigger platform. So it's not to take away and strip it away completely. So we're building on top of everything I've been doing. So the videos, I'm still involved. The artworks, I'm still involved. It's other stuff where I feel like I don't really particularly need to be involved. Like, yo, what's the plan? What's the road management situation like? Are we driving? I can know it, and I will, but it's not something I want to be calling left, right, and center to find out about. But right now, like, the main focus is really just the music, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
So speaking to an artist that is running their own show right now, like you were, how did you find Ambitious? Did they find you? What happened?
It's weird. I've had encounters with Ambitious Entertainment even before, there was even talks of us like signing, like I said, me seeing them at shows, meeting the guys, the artists, meeting the managers, the PR ladies. At the time, I didn't even know they were, everyone that I was greeting was like part of like Ambitious, of the team. I'm just greeting people. That's who I am. I get into a space and I greet, So because of that, I think I always had like very clean vibes, which is like everybody. So when it came time to me joining the team and the reception that I got from them, it was just like they were on my side, it wasn't a hostile at all. I'm speaking so much, I literally forgot the question. I forgot. Oh yes, how did you? So so we had a few encounters, and I think through that they'd seen me perform on a few stages as well. Heard my song here and there. Shout out to King Mute. The CEO told me like, yo, dude, in December I was watching TV and I saw you every night at this specific time. And I was like, how did this guy get this platform? But just jokingly, very sarcastically.
Yeah, sure thing.
And and fast forward to like March, I got a call, and in the call is like, hey, this is the situation, we'd like to have you, be part of the team. Can we sit down and talk? We sat down and talk, and I won't lie. In the beginning, I had no intention of signing at all, because I've been, if you've been seeing the interviews, hey man, screw that stuff. I don't do this. I won't sign to nobody. I know what but like, if I feel like, for me also, just personally, I'll speak about myself. When you've been working for so long, you've developed like a brand for yourself, and people are not building you from scratch. You do have like a little leverage, So obviously the deal that you sign is not going to be the same deal as the guy who signed off the street, who has no followers, never had a video before, still needs to be introduced to the market. I'm still being introduced to the whole of the nation, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm completely unfamiliar to everybody.
Sure thing.
So the work rate is slightly different, So but it's been like a complete comfortable process. And they hit me up and we sat down We spoke about, putting things together. We had a few meetings before it was finalized. The day I signed, the day before I signed, we had just wrapped up the Saudi joint. I just received Saudi's verse for the In the Mood remix. And, I thought it was just going to be like a promotional song that we were just putting out, just, as soon as pen was put to paper, the CEO was like, "All right, cool. So video, I think let's shoot a video today. Let's drop it like tomorrow."
Yay!
I was like, "What?"
That's crazy.
And that's pretty much exactly how it happened. So we had to like think about all the resources. Like, okay, cool. What can we do today so that when we come out and make your announcement, like it's more impactful.
Yeah.
So I called the people that I knew, at one of the hotels that I stayed at before, like, "Yo, can we come shoot?" They're like, "Come through, come shoot." Whoever called the girl that he knew, "Hey, come be in the video," really put things together. And what's crazy about that is that the guy who shot my video for the In the Mood remix shot my very first music video, my second music video, my third music video. So that now he's working for a different company, but he was the guy in charge of DOPing all my music videos. So like for him to shoot my first Ambitious Entertainment video as well, and the girl did makeup on my first video, my second, so it wasn't like unfamiliar territory at all. So it was like smooth. I'd only officially met Saudi on that day, but we kicked it, we vibed, we shot scenes, and if you watch the video, man, you can see, man, it's like we had been knowing each other.
It's organic, man. It's real. I know. I've seen the video.
Yeah,
It's dope.
So
dope.
Shout out, bro.
Yeah, man. Pretty Ugly is in the studio. In case you just tuned in, we've had a lot of ambitious acts come into the studio. Very like gradually. Probably the whole of Ambitious come through to the studio, right? What was and what isn't. Like the never mind that. I want to find out, because generally everyone says the same thing, but I want to catch you. I want to find out, because maybe there's a script you guys are giving. I want to find out, like the relationship with you guys and as a whole, because at the end of the day, it's a competitive field, especially the hip hop. The people that sing and all of that, that's a different a ball game. But when it comes to the hip hop game, the bars and all of that, how's that feeling working around with your peers, if I can call it that, and having them in one stable?
I mean, for me, man, it's just like it's just extra motivation as well, because like I'm looking at guys like MTs, the guys like Java, who've been guys like Saudi, who've written hit songs, who've seen the glory, who've had big songs, not just like out of having big songs, they had like really good songs, they did really well and became very huge songs. So it's not like people who are just there who are not talented and skilled, they just so happen to have a label and now they're gonna pop because of that. No, it's none of that. It's people who are actually really, really talented, so, and if anybody knows me, anyone who's listening, if you paid attention to like my Twitter and my social media, like I'm always like very expressive about like how I feel, and like I feel like I have absolutely no competition, not within Ambition, not within the world, not within any spaces, because I don't compete with anyone, period. So I wouldn't feel any kind of pressure from anybody. The only pressure I do have is to make good music. That's it, But me, MTs, Java, no one actually in Ambitious makes the same type of music,
Sure thing.
Definitely, melodies would be like a constant thing, because that's people catch melodies easier. Radio bumps the melodies,
music,
you know what I mean? So I think In the Mood is like my most melodic song, and this is the type of stuff I refrain from doing my whole career, because I'm like, this is so cheesy and it's so easy, and it's like, but it's out there, and like if you can do it in your own way with your own twist, and that's what I did. I'm like, how do I do this corny thing? I have this phrase in my head. How do I say this thing without being too corny, but without being too complicated, but still showing a little complexity within my writing?
Sure thing.
But like also sounding effortless when I do it. And that's how like songs like In the Mood came about. And there's no other song within Ambitious that's being pushed that has the same type of vibe as In the Mood, so we all have different vibes, and I think we're all just going to be feeding off of each other's energy, just period. I haven't been in proper studio sessions with the gents. I was in the studio with MT, but I've been knowing MT for like a minute now as well.
He been on the streets.
So recently just had 2 nights ago I had a studio session with the other producers who I've worked with also years back, so nothing is like, everything is very organic, bro. Everything is very organic,
All right. Another Witchy 1080 song, Cly, right? He's also signed to Ambitious.
He was here earlier on.
He was here earlier on. 5 a.m. in the East. How did this one come about?
Yo, man, we did 5 a.m. in the East last year. Last year around like February.
Yeah.
And you know, Clyde's my homie, and he hit me up. Weechi hit me up. He's like, yo, dude, Clyde's working on this joint, you know, that has Frank Casino on it. It's called, 5 a.m. in the East. You know, you and Frank are from the East. People think Clyde's from the East. He's not. He's from Midrand. Myself and Frank are from the East. So that's why, like, Clyde.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Midrand, not the East now?
It's not, actually.
Not Ekurhuleni?
It does. Not the D6 district. No.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So it doesn't really fall under. So the East ends like really Tembisa, from Tembisa going the other way. So Midrand is like Midrand.
It's in the middle.
Not East Rand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, you check what it's like. Yeah, it's its own thing. That's what makes it like so like dynamic and so like different, you know, because it's like a mixture of like everyone. The people from the East live in Midrand, people from the North live in Midrand, people from Pretoria live in Midrand, you know, so it's like a cool vibe there. So we kind of like, you know, we adopted it as like the East, you know. So Clyde, you'll see on his song, or you hear on the song, he doesn't have a verse, because that was him just saying, yo man, I'm coming to your guys' hood, you know, Frank Casino, you know, so you guys tell me what like 5 a.m. in the East feels like, you know. So yeah man, I jumped on that stuff. We did it in Clyde's bedroom, and like people have like, we dropped it a while ago, but you know, now because everyone's name is picking up, obviously gradually the song will grow as well. And this is, every day people tweet me about this one. So this is dope. Shout out, 5 a.m. in the East.
5 a.m. in the East coming your way. Enjoy.
This is TransAfrica Radio.